All right. Good morning, Sky Valley Resort. I'm Adam Monti, and I'm here with Matthew Monti, and we're going to give you guys a short 5-minute update on security and what we're doing here at our resort. Matt, can you tell us what we have done over the past 10 to 15 years? What kind of program we've had?
Absolutely. While we have never officially offered a security program, what we do have is a series of greeters. The Ranger program started as a volunteer program in which folks would go up there and be a friendly face when people drove in. That has largely been the extent of it. They have engaged in some minor rule enforcement and whatnot, but for all intents and purposes, historically, we have simply had greeters. And now times are changing.
I think it's been a successful program.
Yes.
I mean, for the years it's been going on, I think in short, Sky Valley has been a very safe community by any measure. I mean, we've talked with cops over the years. We've had petty theft year to year, but they're very safe compared to other communities around this town, valley, and elsewhere. I do think times change, and I think that what we're feeling and a lot of our residents are feeling is that it's time to enhance our deterrence, our security.
Right.
So we want to just spend a couple more minutes today talking about what that might look like. Let me start, Matt, by just saying that we decided to immediately furlough our Ranger program, our greeter program. That has been 99% of our resources have been put towards the greeter program. So what we're doing is we're pulling back on that budget, and we're going to we have been researching, and Matt's going to update you really briefly on that. We redeploy to what we think will be more effective deterrents, and we're going to be working a lot with the neighborhood watch on what exactly those deterrents we choose to do. Matt, what so far have we researched?
Absolutely. So, as Adam said, what the worst possible scenario is for us to spend a significant amount of money and not get any return for it. So, we're shifting a little bit towards more tech-related security measures. So, some of the ideas that have come from the community that we are now researching: single car access by way of a gate arm, including spike strips. Or ways to prevent someone from getting into the resort through the exit.
Let me just briefly say, if someone follows you in the gate, you don't need to run them down or try to deny them access. That's right. Unsafe. Honestly, the people that do run others down and report it to us, almost every time we investigate, they're supposed to be here. They're residents,
right?
They're renters, they're guests, and so it's very ineffective to try to stop somebody following you in. It just doesn't seem to work very well. So I think we need to handle that with technology, not with
right,
vigilante justice.
We'll talk more about this briefly, but observe and report is really what we want to stress. What can you do? Observe and report. Call me, any of the staff members. If you see something suspicious, if you ever feel threatened, you call 911 right away. However, observing and reporting is really important.
Other technologies.
Some of the other technologies. So we're investing. As you already probably see, we have new cameras installed at both resorts. Adam has given the green light on some new high-res cameras so that we can get some more detail. Those are being installed as we speak. We are researching some text-based alerts to set up a system that would give you quick access to any information that we deemed important for you to know. We're looking at some fob systems in conjunction with electronic locks for facilities at both resorts. And it's just a matter of getting the quotes back. And there's a lot of options out there. We just want to make sure it's effective, whatever it is we choose to go with.
Tons of options. Now, we'll wrap this up. I'm going to say two important things. The first is, what can you do? What you can do as a homeowner here is protect your own property. Just lock it up, put it away. If you have a shed that has the hinges installed on the outside that are easy to pop off, get them installed the right way. Look at your property and protect it the best you can. The second thing I want to say today that's very important is how we as management are going to make decisions regarding security going forward. A common question I've heard over the years is, what are you as management going to do about it? And I think that question, if the underpinning is what part is management going to play to help protect the community, it's a very fair question, and we are going to be answering that going forward. If the question is, hey, it's not my responsibility as a homeowner here to protect my property, it's 100% the management's responsibility. If anything gets taken of mine, I'm blaming management. Doesn't work for me at all. This security in any community is a group a responsibility. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working very closely with Neighborhood Watch.
Absolutely.
This is the most important group for security in any community. So we're going to be working very closely with them and working on a consensus of where do we put our budget, where do we put our time, where do we put our efforts and manpower to get the maximum benefit to secure this community.
Exactly.
If you have input and ideas and thoughts, and many of you do, and much of it's good, you need to get it to Neighborhood Watch.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to look at all the input. We can't do everything, everyone's idea and thought. In fact, a lot of these ideas are good until you research them. And then it's like, oh, that's not a good idea at all. It appears good on the surface. Do your own research, trust me. We're going to be working with them to make these decisions going forward, and we're going to be doing it in the near term. A lot of people say, well, how soon can we get these things done? Soon. Get your input in. We'll work with Neighborhood Watch, and we'll start the process. Is there anything else you want to add today, Matt?
If there is anybody out there that really wants to know what they can do to better protect themselves, feel free to call myself or the staff here. We would be more than happy to come out and work with you on how, giving you some advice on how you can better protect your property here. With regard to car alarms and motion sensors, we can help. So if you have questions, give us a call.
If you don't have motion lights or a motion alarm on your property, get it. It's super cheap and effective. And I just will lastly say, we do plan on transitioning from a ranger program to a security program. And what that means in short to me is that we have never hired, trained professional security guards with a California Guard card. We have in the past. I shouldn't say that. The greeter program wasn't designed to do that. We're going to be moving back to that. So the new people will have a guard card. They'll be trained professionals. I think we're going to get way more out of that than if we just have greeters. And greeters are great, by the way. I love greeters. Why I don't like security all the time is they're mean sometimes. They're like, who are you? What are you doing here? Yeah. That's not the community we want. So, we will have to decide as we go forward. There's a cost to some of these things, these decisions. We'll have to decide what's right for our community. And we want your help doing that through Neighborhood Watch. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And we'll be talking to you more soon as we make decisions and get them implemented. Take care.